Well, we've been employee-owned for a long, long time. So whereas this discussion was mainly kind of geared towards people who are starting out on the employee ownership journey. So we've kind of been doing it for a while now. So, but it's good to hear, I think, about the kind of challenges that other companies are facing as they make that transition, because I think for us, and I think for many companies who've been at it for a long time, it never stands still. The company has to evolve, because it is about the people who are in it at any one time. So, people change, their needs change, and therefore how they work change as well, and that affects our business, of course. So there's a constant kind of need for renewal, I think, and that keeps everything fresh. Yeah, and that's what we need to do. I think we can only do that because we've got a pay structure that has been developed over time, and we tweak it now and then if it needs tweaking. But it means that it's the process by which everybody is engaged, and people understand how it works. And the reason why it works is because our pay differential, between the highest and the lowest pay, is actually quite small. So it's a 3-to-1 ratio. Whereas, if you look at the, big corporations, they can maybe 100 or even 1,000 to 1. So what we do is we make sure that everybody gets a fair market kind of rate, and then everything else is based on bonus sharing. So once a year, and it normally happens in January, we all sit down, and there are papers that are prepared beforehand, so people come, to the table, as it were, with all the information in front of them, with a draft proposal, and then we have an open discussion. The business is very much about the people that are in it. So, but what we do have is we have very clear governance. So that's important to put in place so that people understand the rules they're going to play, and that there are very sort of clear kind of structure for reporting back, for giving information, without overloading people with the details. They just need enough information, the right information to make the decision. And there's also, we need to train people. We can't expect people to just know how to do this. So for example, a simple thing like learning how to read the accounts, just don't make any assumptions that people know how to do that. So there's a kind of regular kind of a review of whether we need to be trained in operating like employee owners, basically. And there's nothing like attending forums like this to get people out there to learn with their peers, basically, and share knowledge. So and know that they are part of a bigger community. That's really important. I think it worked out well. I didn't know exactly what to expect, but I think also the other thing I found out, is that actually it's very easy to talk about employee ownership, and share information with people who want to know or are employee owners themselves, because they're very open. They're willing to share information and willing to admit where things are not going right, and actually share the lessons that they've learned. I think that's the thing that I've kind of will take away, is all the kind of lessons that I've learned today. So it's good. So even though we've been at it for a long time, we don't know everything, and there are new things to rediscover as well.